Hello, friends. Good evening. How's it going? This is Solomon back for episode 8 of the prequel series to my podcast and YouTube series, Free Speech with Solomon. So, this episode, we'll talk about who's more privileged in American society today, men or women. This was a poll that I put to all my followers. It was worded, which gender has more privilege in today's society? I made sure to capitalize today. Men or women. It's funny, in the beginning of the poll, there was a point in time where every man said that women had more privilege and every woman said that men had more privilege. What can I say? It didn't go on forever though. Eventually, the resounding majority of people said that men were more privileged than women in today's American society. And I'm going to talk about my opinion on that. So, personally, I think that this is a very nuanced issue, and that it's not so black and white, so cut and dry, so XX chromosome, XY chromosome, if you will. There are certain instances in which men have more privilege than women, and there are certain instances in which women have more privilege than men. So, historically, throughout this country, it has been pretty misogynistic, and it's been oppressive of women. We can't really just say that it hasn't, because that would just be ignoring history. I mean, women were given the right to vote far later than men. That's just one example of how women have been historically oppressed in the United States of America. However, with that being said, today, in today's society, I almost feel like women do have more institutionalized privilege than men do. And that's because they've had such a history of being oppressed in this country that, we feel bad, we'll give them stuff. I don't know, that's just kind of my opinion on the matter. For instance, let's talk about custody in courts. In courts, women are granted custody the vast majority of the time rather than men. It's just a fact. There's an argument on the other side, on the feminist side, that it's because, the cultural expectation for women is to raise children, blah, blah, blah. And while that might be true, the cultural expectation for men is to be the breadwinner and all that kind of stuff. So wouldn't that be just as sexist? I don't know. I think that maybe that's just as sexist. But, the thing is that the human experience is sexist. I'm just going to say that. The human experience is sexist. Women have certain roles in society. Men have certain roles in society. And they have these roles because society is sexist and because we've had these ideals since the inception of our species. It's just, you might even want to say biology is sexist because women can have offspring, men cannot. Men have more muscle density, women don't. Women have bigger hips, men don't. I don't know. It's just biology. But overall, the thing is that there are instances in which men definitely do have more privilege than women in today's society. I mean, men are overrepresented in many, many, many disciplines in our country, but because of that, it's almost as if women are given chances. Well, no, I don't know, actually. This is a hard question for me, even, because I think that the different genders have different privileges in different aspects. Sexual assault, I'll talk about that. Sexual assault, if a woman is sexually assaulted or, raped or whatever, God forbid, more people are going to listen to her story and believe her than if a man is. And if a man is, then they're going to tell the men to man up, it wasn't manly of you, blah, blah, blah. But then at the same time, when women are sexually assaulted, they say, she was probably asking for it because she was wearing a short skirt or whatever. So it's really like, it's a circle. It's a circle because you have examples of women being more privileged, and then you're like, but wait, men are actually more privileged. But wait, women are more privileged. It's a circle. So my thing is that I'll just say that men and women are equal but different. I'll say that. Because men have, I don't even know if men have more privilege than women do, but I don't even know if women have more privilege than men do. If I had to answer that question on my poll, I would probably skip it because it's too hard. Because there are certain instances in which each gender has more privilege. So that's my take on it. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram at solojew_. And on to the next video. Thank you for watching. This was me trying to talk about men and women to no avail. It's a circle. To me, they're just equal but different. That's it. I don't really think one's more privileged than the other. Catch you later. Stay safe.